Good evening. It is Thursday night, Friday Eve, as we call it. Welcome to the Landhammer stream. It's good to be back. Been out a few days just due to work. Been on the road, and we're going to talk about some cloud engineering stuff. And yes, this is a CCIE routing and switching study channel, but this is somewhat related. There is some cloud stuff in the CCIE, but this is more about sort of my non-certification journey and how that relates to balancing my certification journey. So I'll get into that in a minute. Let me just, by the way, this is of course from the launch of the Parker Solar Probe. The Flickr site, it's really great shots there from Central Florida. That's our wallpaper of the day. And let me pull up the agenda and the chat window in my hotel room, folks. So we're doing a low budget here, sort of stream. Not all the bells and whistles that we normally have, but it's great to be here and great to be back doing some streaming. So let's talk cloud engineering work. I've alluded to this a little bit in the past, that essentially I had some things that sort of let the stream know, and that is one, that some of my work is going to be changing the focus of my work. I've been involved with some cloud work at my current employer to a limited extent, just sort of as sort of piloting some stuff and some team forming. But going forward, I'm going to be doing a lot more cloud engineering work, which I'm really excited about, to be honest. I mean, it's not directly related to the CCIE that I'm studying for, but that doesn't change anything regarding the CCIE. I'm definitely going to continue that in all the spare time that I have and can afford to work towards the CCIE and learning those protocols. But it's going to be cool because that work, I'm going to be a lot more involved with. I mean, no doubt I'll still be working with routing protocols, but to a much more limited degree in terms of my day-to-day, I'll be doing a lot more like cloud engineering work. So it's going to be interesting to see. First of all, I'm hoping to offer something interesting to people that watch the channel, view the stream, in a couple of ways. One is that, of course, I'm still, while I did introduce concepts and things related to my employment sometimes or projects, that's not what this channel is about, of course. It's strictly about the CCIE, or not strictly, but it's basically about the CCIE journey and documenting that and working with the community and getting to know others, meeting other students, labbing together, studying together, interacting together, things like that. But at the same time, from time to time, things that I do at work do sort of without giving away any, proprietary information related to my employer. It does sort of in a generic way. Sometimes I can talk about it and is related to networking in general. And of course, kind of putting myself out there, documenting my journey about trying to work and strive towards attaining the CCIE. Obviously, there's work-life study balance in there. So I'm trying to share some of that too, trying to balance, and it's going to be interesting to see because, one, I will be learning a lot of new technologies, new to me. And of course, in the cloud providers are constantly changing. That's one thing I figured out, that, they're constantly releasing new features. They're constantly changing, just as an example, Azure Portal. Just in the limited time I have been doing some cloud work, the portal has changed a number of times. And you usually get a notice or announcement. Maybe they'll tell you after they've done it, and they'll tell you what they've changed. And that's kind of the nature of a lot of people who are trying to leverage cloud, is that rapid change cycle and iterative changes and agile automation, agile deployments, CI/CD, et cetera. Well, you see that actually when you interface with the cloud providers. It's the same thing, the same concepts. So anyway, while getting back to my point, I do like to, in a very generic way, sometimes share things too that I am learning related to networking technologies. And it just so happens that a lot of cloud related stuff is in the new, in the new upcoming written blueprint. So there's a whole section on cloud. So this is preparing me for that, of course, and also it's preparing me, for something that is for technologies to come, right? we've all heard that, robots are taking over, the traditional network engineers going away. We've been hearing that on podcasts for years, right? So I knew this day was coming. It's not like it was unexpected or it wasn't ever going to happen. And of course, it's something that I have been supportive of, and that is doing more work in off the traditional, on-premise infrastructure and into cloud infrastructure. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really fascinating to see how this pans out, what it's like. And obviously I'll share what I can, but it should be interesting to see in this journey how that changes my perception of kind of what technologies I would recommend for different solutions. I've already started doing a little bit of work with the cloud on my own. As some of us have been following Twitter Show IP Interface Brief. He got his lab up and running in the cloud. I started to do that. I did deploy NetBox in Azure to use as my own tool. And I'm going to try to do more stuff like that. And some of the things that I've learned, of course, in my day-to-day is going to translate into some of the solutions that I use or try to leverage in my study plan, in my attack plan, in my labbing and things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see, and hopefully it'll be a benefit to you as well, folks. My current attack plan, this hasn't changed, shifting over back to my CCIE written study plan 74 days ago. The countdown continues. Again, I have not done much, really. I've been... it's interesting when you work remote out of your home. It's very intense in the fact that you're able to really concentrate, focus, and the interaction you have with people is different because often from home, of course, it's over video or over the phone or via chat. But as I mentioned before, with the Scrum model and with Agile model of teams and working on site the last few days, it has worn me out. Like, it's interesting how that works. Like when you're not used to working in an environment around a lot of people, and there's different interruptions, which are good, of course. A lot of them are good because of the interactions you're having. But I've been in an office this week. And it's different for sure. And as a result, I've been kind of tired. Plus, it's been very intense. We've been doing some, sort of team forming and swarming and all-day meetings with just a few breaks here and there. And then in the evening, team building activities. So I've been really, really busy. Haven't had a lot of time for a CCIE study, but I plan to do a little bit tonight. One thing I have not finished that I'd like to share, hopefully will be of benefit to viewers as well, is to talk about ARP packet types. I still have those PCAPs downloaded on my desktop, so hopefully tonight I'll be able to get that knocked out and be able to share. The next trivia, I don't have it ready tonight, folks. Hopefully I'll have it ready for the next stream, and I'll be able to post something about it on Twitter, Instagram, or maybe in a blog post or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm going to play with ARP a little bit. I'm still playing with my fail notes review. I'm still at 25%. But I may be able to, after finishing playing with ARP, all the different ARP packet types, tonight, maybe I'll get a chance to review one or two more of my note items that I have in there. And I'll let you know. We'll keep you up to date. It's very brief. As I said, I'm on the road. I just had that news about, doing a lot more cloud engineering work. And tomorrow I will be traveling. So I think I'm working a full day and then doing some driving to travel. So I'll be getting back kind of late. Won't be able to stream tomorrow. It's my night off anyway. But this weekend, I hope to get back into the groove of streaming and studying and being more active in Discord, at Twitter, and Instagram, and things like that. So it's been a great week so far in things related to work. But we'll get back into the swing here soon. Hope everyone's has had a great week so far. This week has just flown by for me. Isn't that the case, right? That's how it happens. Time just flies on by, and it's you really got to stay on pace with your study program, or life just moves it by the wayside, right? And before you know it, a week has passed, 2 weeks have passed, a month has passed, months have passed, and you're way behind. So hope you're staying ahead, folks. Hope you're staying on the grind. Keep on grinding with your studies, whether that's labbing. Sometimes after a day of work, you're tired and you don't want to study. But do what you got to do, get some. I just got a little bit of coffee here on the little machine here in the hotel room. And that kind of gave me a little bit of a boost. And streaming always gives me a boost. Gets my energy levels up and going. So sending you all the good bits. Keep on grinding. And we shall see you back here soon. Hopefully, yes, we will see you this weekend here on the Land Tamer stream. And until then, sending you all the good bits.